Now, at the same token, what's going on is so yeah, because we're going to stop there because um, over the summer I need to switch topics so you can get the full story of what's going on with me right now. So over the summer, I'm pretty sure I witnessed a sex crime, or like 2 minutes before a sex crime. I hung out at this park all the time, and then uh, there were all these gay men there throughout the day, and they would hit on me all the time. It made me incredibly uncomfortable. It never happened to me before in my life, and yeah, that's why I know it was so uncomfortable because it was such a new experience for me. I was just trying to hang out, smoke weed at the park, because I'm healing my life and whatever. And these guys would just come around and they would be like trying to put fucking lotion on me, and it's like, who the fuck are going? What are you doing? You got fucking lotion in your hand, like sunscreen. I'm good, bitch. Like, so anyway, the last time I ever went there, there was like this kid. There was this kid sitting in a black Town and Country as I pulled in. I pulled in, started rolling a doobie. He got out of his car, walked around, and he was just acting really weird. But he had on this shirt. It was like a Korn band T-shirt, Korn. I don't know if he had glasses or not, but he had blue eyes. And yeah, I'm rolling a joint, and this kid's just acting really strange, just like lingering. But I remember thinking like, oh yeah, he's got a cool shirt on. And yeah, I don't know. He was just like lingering, and it was weird. And then so I finished. I get out of my car. I say, hey, what's up? And then I just keep pushing. And then I noticed this kid's kind of like following me around, and I was like, what the fuck? And so I just ignored it, and yeah, I just kept doing my thing. And he got the hint. They always do. Uh, fucking, he got the hint eventually, and then went away. And then so I finished, and this is the, I was walking back to my car, and on the way back to the car, you have to walk like probably like an eighth of a mile. Yeah, probably like an eighth of a mile through a big open field from where the back is to where the front is, to where the parking lot is. And I had seen that the black Town and Country was still there. And from my perception, my car's in the middle, the black Town and Country's on my right. The what's it called? Yeah, the red Town and Country is on my left, and the what's it called? The kid is standing at the window of the red Town and Country. Now I know this red Town and Country. That red Town and Country had been there almost every single day that I was. It had a shorter white guy in it. He had white hair with a ponytail, a white beard, and he would wear like sunglasses all the time. And he would like hang out at this park, and like with his shirt off. And I'm pretty sure he'd be like drinking and fucked up. But he'd be like hanging out at this park all day over the summer. This is the summer of 2025, Canal Park in Clinton Township, Michigan. Anybody who went to that park over this summer knows who that fucking guy is, because he's very social. He's very out in the open, you know. And he had that red Town and Country, and his license plate said "I love Lucy." And it was, yeah, I don't know if it was a specialty plate or anything. I know it was probably a, what do you call it? One he paid extra to, have custom, but I still think it was. I know it was all regular characters. You know what I mean? It was all legal characters. It was a legal license plate, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, it said "I love Lucy." So that license plate with the red Town and Country, that guy sticks out. You know what I mean? But anyway, the last time I went there, I'm walking back, and I see the kid standing outside of the red Town and Country. We're gonna call this dude with white hair, the old guy, because he's like 68 or something. We're gonna call him Lucy. All right. Now I know that Lucy's wife or something had just died, maybe like a year or something ago, because he had told me that extremely weirdly the first time I met him, at the same park, but back by the river. And I knew he was a very, very weird person who I did not want to associate from the first time I met him. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm looking. So as I'm walking back, I'm looking and I'm watching Lucy sitting in his car with his shirt off and his sunglasses on, and then this kid standing outside of his window. Neither of these people have back seats, so they're Town and Countries with the back seat, all the back seats taken out, right? Yeah, that's what we're talking about here. Okay, in public. Yeah. So I walk around, I get in my car, and as soon as I start getting close, they're staring at me. Like, they are staring at me so hard. They're staring at me. And I'm uncomfortable. I don't like when people stare at me. I had a very big problem with eye contact for a long time because it makes me feel like aggressive, you know, because it's just so, don't look, stop, leave me the fuck alone. Especially over this summer, you know, I just, I you know, I wanted to be left alone so bad. And it was so difficult for some people to respect that boundary, you know, that it just made me so angry. And so now these guys are just staring at me. This fucking 15-year-old kid standing next to this, or standing next to this 60-something-year-old man in his car. It's disgusting. But at first I was just like, oh, okay, maybe they're just talking. I always give people the benefit of the doubt, you know, because at this point I was not positive that Lucy was one of the predators at this park. You know what I mean? I just thought he was fucking weird because I didn't think about it that much. I just wanted to chill and smoke weed and think about how the fuck I'm gonna get my life back together again. That's it. That's all I wanted to do. But anyway, so I get in my car and something made me just like sit there for like 30 seconds, you know, and so uncomfortable because as I get in my car, they don't stop staring at me. They turn, like Lucy turns his head, and then that kid fucking takes a step back so he can turn his head to look at me through my passenger window, right? And then I'm just like, what is going on? And I'm just getting angry, and I'm getting angry. And then I look over, and that kid is like, they're both looking at me like I'm a snack. They're both looking at me like I'm a snack, and Lucy, he goes like that at me. But he's like all fucked up, so he's like leaning back in his car like that. And I was like, oh my God, he's about to fuck this kid in the ass right there, right here at this park. You know, but wild. And I just drove away and I felt like I was disgusted in myself because it's like, what kind of an accusation is that for me to make? You know what I mean? I'm just living in my car. Like, you know, I was just smoking weed at the park. I don't know. I had already felt like there was some kind of like chat room website in that area or however big of an area that had put like something out about my car and me in like relation to like me being one of these fucking gay people up at this park who's fucking people in the back of vans, you know, in groups. 'Cause a few years ago, one of the gay guys up at that park told me that they go up there at like 6 o'clock in the morning and they all suck each other's dicks. And it's like, that's fucking wild. And he said it to me in that way. So it was like, it's not just me embellishing saying they all suck each other's dicks. No, that's what he said to me in the way of a joke, because he was so normalized to him that he felt like he could joke about it like that with me, and it was like, that's fucking, you know. After that, I didn't go back to the park for 3 years, you know, and then after this one, I didn't go back, and that was probably like June 10th, but I hope that kid's okay, man. There's something going on in this city. Like, Vinny Savoni and Nick D'Agostino killed themselves? Like, what? What happened? They killed themselves? They committed suicide. I've been wanting to die since I was fucking 18. You know? I'm still here. And I'm not saying that's anything on them. I'm saying I don't believe it. Because I'm thinking that they moved back to Harrison Township or something. Or I'm thinking they were seeing the same shit I'm seeing. That's what I'm thinking. They were seeing the same shit in Harrison Township that I saw when I was there. I tell you right now. Anyway. Alright, so let's go back to the Linda Grande, okay? That story I had to interject because I just filed a report. I just filed a report on ChatGPT, and they, with very fucking detailed, and they, because in my mind, if this kind of stuff is happening in town, that means the police are involved, so that means you need to go above the police. Just, you know what I'm saying? That means the local police are involved. If it's like, if it's so normalized in the community, then that's what's happening. So it's like, I'm broke, dog. Comparatively, good. So, yeah, I did that, I think, like, yesterday. So, went on that. And then I reaffirmed talking to it, reaffirmed with the chatbot on ChatGPT that yeah, I did this on purpose, yada yada, and I gave them more information. So when they go look at the flagged message that I sent them, they can go and see more context. In my new phone number. They're the only people I gave my new phone number to. Which I smashed my old one up while I was driving up here. You would have too if you were me, trust me. Anyway, yeah, so we're at Linda Grande. So now, let's take this back to 1988. Okay? So in 1988, there was a bill that Congress passed. All right, it was called the Jacob K. Javitis, something like that.